Welcome to Moviecaps. Today, I will show you an action thriller from 2018, titled Peppermint. Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. In the beginning, a woman fights a stranger in a car, and kills him by shooting him in the head. She then returns to Skid Row in downtown LA, where she lives in a van. 5 years earlier, the same woman named Riley North helps her daughter Carly in selling Christmas cookies at her birthday. While coming back, they get into an argument over car parking with another mother-daughter duo, Peg and Penelope, but Riley decides to ignore them. Later, she drops Carly at her husband's failing mechanic store, while assuring to be back home in time for her birthday celebrations, but gets caught up at work. Back at her husband Chris's store, his friend Mike tries to convince him to rob a drug lord, Diego Garcia, knowing that they have been struggling to make ends meet. Although Chris wants to improve his family's lifestyle, he can't decide whether it's the right thing to do. At night, when Riley returns from work, she realizes none of Carly's friends had shown up to the party, as Penelope's mother had invited them all. To cheer Carly up, Riley offers to take her out for pizza, and to the carnival. As they get ready, Chris calls Mike and refuses to be a part of his plan, as he does not want to risk his family, but he is already being tracked by someone. Meanwhile, Mike is being tortured and killed by Garcia, revealing that he has discovered their plan, and decided to make an example out of it, so he orders to kill Chris as well. North's family spends a great time at the carnival, while enjoying rides and taking pictures together. As they come out of the carnival, Garcia's men open fire at them, killing both Carly and Chris, while Riley survives, but is badly wounded. She is taken to the hospital for medical assistance, while detectives Beltran and Carmichael begin investigating the case. Riley wakes up in the hospital room, where Carmichael questions her about the incident, while requesting her assistance to identify the suspects. He hands over the pictures they took at the carnival, and it refreshes the entire incident in her mind, and she remembers the ones who killed her family. She is later taken to the police station, where she correctly identifies all three of them. Meanwhile, Beltran warns Carmichael not to go after Garcia, as he has a powerful influence inside the force, and no one can catch him. After coming back from the police station, Riley packs her stuff to leave the house, when she is approached by the perpetrator's lawyer, who bribes her to step back from the case. She refuses the offer, but he spots psychotic drugs at the counter, and uses that information to prove that she is not stable, and made a mistake in recognizing the killers. The judge Stephen, who is apparently on Garcia's payroll, dismisses the case owing to the lack of evidence, while prosecutors do not objectify the decision. Riley cannot believe this injustice, and tries to attack the killers, but is subdued, while the judge orders to take her to the psychic ward. On the way to the ward, she attacks the security, and escapes out of custody. 5 years later, Carmichael is informed about another homicide, where 3 people have been found hanged to the Ferris wheel at the carnival, and he quickly figures out it's Riley. The incident alerts FBI agent Lisa Inman, and she decides to join the investigation against Riley. As Riley prepares to continue her revenge, Carmichael and Beltran are called to the FBI office to discuss the case. Lisa tells them that when Riley escaped 5 years ago, she stole $50,000 from the bank she used to work at, and disappeared. She then went to different countries and learned fighting, while staying completely off the grid. Meanwhile, Riley shows up at Judge Stephen's house, and tortures him for not doing justice in her case. She leaves the house after tying him up, and blows it with Stephen inside. Carmichael receives the call about the explosion, and is informed that Riley has killed a defense and a prosecution lawyer as well. She doesn't only continue killing the people involved in her family's murder, but starts messing with Garcia's work, as his shipments go missing. He is threatened by his partners to make up for the loss, otherwise he might have to face consequences. Meanwhile, he also receives the information about Riley's killing spree, and orders his team to track her down. While going on the bus, Riley meets a young boy who reminds her of her daughter, and hands over a toy she picked up from Stephen's house. Upon her question about his father, he tells about his drinking problems, so she corners his father at a local store, and threatens him to make it up to his son. She steals the car from the salesman, and arrives outside Garcia's cover store, which he uses to hide his money laundering business. She sneaks in and starts looking around, while the news broadcasts information about her, asking people to inform the police if they see her anywhere. One of the guys spots her outside the room, but she locks him inside, and starts killing the others one by one. She later on raids the room, and kills everyone there as well, but leaves one of them, whom she tortures to get information about his boss. He comes back to Garcia's house, and informs him about the incident. Initially he thinks she did it to steal money from him, but the guy who has survived informs she burned all the money, revealing that Riley only wanted to send him a message. He also realizes Riley is the one behind his missing shipments. Enraged by his loss, he does not only kill the guy, but orders the cartel to find and kill Riley. Meanwhile, the news about Riley starts a debate in the media, where some people think she is right to take revenge, while others disagree with her methods. FBI and the police start investigating the murders at the store, but Carmichael still does not believe Riley can do these massive killings, but Lisa is sure about her involvement. She decides to track her hiding place, while Riley still misses her family, which strengthens her will to take revenge for their brutal murder. Lisa orders her assistant to locate her, by studying the crime patterns in the area, while the social media debate about Riley continues, where more and more people support her. Lisa eventually narrows it down to the Skid Row, and decides to visit the place to find any clue about her. On the other hand, Garcia plans to trap her at one of his hideouts, and orders his men to blow up the place when Riley shows up. They follow the orders and detonate the explosives, but she makes it out just in time. At the FBI office, as they discuss the case, they receive alerts about the explosion, thinking it is linked to Riley as well. Riley makes it out of the building, snatches a car from a stranger, and starts chasing Garcia's henchmen. They call Garcia to inform them that they have killed her, without knowing that she escaped, and is following them as well. Soon Riley stops their car and shoots them as well. Lisa arrives in Skid Row, and starts seeking information about her, but realizes the people in the neighborhood think of her as an angel, who has made the place free from crimes. Garcia receives the information that Riley is still alive and on the run, but before he can do anything, Riley arrives at his house, following the address she got from the gangsters before killing them. She tricks the guards into opening the gates, and starts killing them one by one, while Garcia orders his team to find her. After killing most of the gang members, she locates Garcia, and plans to shoot him as well, but is interrupted by his daughter. Seeing her distracted, Garcia attacks and wounds her, but she manages to escape, right before the police raids the house. After making it out of Garcia's home, she shows up at Peg's house, the same woman who messed up Carly's birthday party, and punches her in the face. After treating her injuries at her house, she pretends to kill her as well, but leaves without doing anything. The investigations continue, but Beltran gets suspicious about Carmichael's odd behavior, as he finds out he has been constantly lying to him. Meanwhile, Carmichael arrives at Skid Row on Lisa's call, who tells him about finding Riley's van full of weapons. Carmichael thinks people are afraid of her, that's why they do not try to take her stuff while she is out, but Lisa reveals they consider her as their savior, as she is responsible for low crime rates in the area. She shares her plan to catch her alive, as she thinks Riley has been after Garcia for a long time, and knows about his underground business. Lisa intends to take information from Riley about Garcia, but Carmichael, who is revealed to be Garcia's informer, kills her, before calling Garcia and informing him about Riley's location. Soon, Garcia's gang arrives, and Carmichael starts assisting in finding her. Exhausted, Riley rests in a building, while the gang keeps on looking for her. One of the gang members spots her blood in a building, and informs his team about her, but she kills him. As Garcia tries to call him on the transmitter, and informs that they are about to raid the building, she quickly hides, and takes them down, by using a grenade she picked from a gang member earlier. She makes a call to Garcia, and asks him to leave people out of it. She addresses the gang, and asks them to hand over Garcia, while threatening to kill each one of them. As she hides by a trash can, she hears a cell ringing, and finds Lisa's body. She uses Lisa's phone to contact the media, and sends a live video, informing about Carmichael, and asking both the media and the LAPD to arrive at the location. As Beltran orders his team to prepare for the raid, Garcia holds a girl, Maria, hostage, and uses her to lure Riley out. As he threatens to kill her, Riley agrees to show up. She comes over to Garcia, who releases Maria. She quickly runs to Riley, saying that she knew she won't let anyone hurt her. Carmichael asks Garcia to kill her, but he decides to fight with her first. Riley does not fight back, and only keeps him busy until the police arrive. After seeing that they are surrounded by the police, Garcia thinks Carmichael set them up, and kills him. As everyone starts to run for their lives, Riley picks up a gun and hides. She finds Garcia and attacks him, while Beltran spots her. He assures to help her, but Riley does not believe him, as he could not do anything for her 5 years ago. She kills Garcia in front of them, but is shot by the police in return, before Beltran orders to cease fire. She once again disappears, but Beltran knows where to find her. He locates her at her family's gravestone, where she asks him to let her die, but he takes her to the hospital. Everyone still supports her, but LAPD decides that she would have to face trial for multiple homicides. Detective Beltran visits Riley at the hospital, and wishes he could help her. He secretly hands over the keys to the handcuffs before leaving, and helps her escape. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications and leave a like to help the channel out.